Hello, everyone, and welcome. Oh, shoot, it's going to have a huge echo because Julia, do you know where my headphones are? Or if you have a set. One, to another episode of we're here with the vampires and special guests. We'll get to in a moment.
Vampires?
Oh, not vampires. Holy molies, you all turned into vampires. I just got done doing 2 vampire scenes, sorry. Rue, werewolves, fuzzy things, little fur balls. Anyway, we have been gathered at the Sept. Of course, the plugins in the back for an adventure of grand the tale singer, since he was the one who got the original cue up about this, will gather and tell him a wonderful story about a wonderful story. It's not too wonderful, but apparently, from what he heard, down in Gage Park, some sort of was roaming about, and that our local get offenders, Lupus, had managed to obtain a piece with which to track him. Also, there seems to be a bit of some bridge mending that needs to be done, and he will provide the numbers of 2 people that were passed on by the Child of Gaia kinfolk, which has left the Sept, and that if it is clear that they are supernatural creatures, but not Garou, and that these current veil breaching, geez, I need to just like take a chill pill on some things here, maybe get some caffeine in my system to the veil, and that how big of an issue it is. Assisted can simply are willing, and to at least play nice ball first, as opposed to shoot first and ask questions later, please. He would provide contact information for those 2 individuals. And if you could find out if the recent, since the party that went out and dealt with that hasn't come back yet, because this is happening at the same time as that. If they have any information on that, or if they know who did it, they could provide such things. But task being laid before the adventurous, strong, and brave Cliath of the Sept of the Flint Hills, should they choose to accept it. And if they don't, well, this it's not a matter of choice now, is it?
We'll be answering the call to action, like, as soon as possible.
Huzzah.
I'm assuming that I get a phone call?
I'm still gathering up the Garou right now. We'll deal with that in a sec. Yeah, but eventually, yes.
Oliver will answer. Oh, my bad.
So Haley shows up and is joining in, and then Kim?
Yeah, Oliver would go.
Okay. Once again, you'll be provided with other parties renting out that van right now. Never fear. I'll I'll come up with another generic vehicle for which the players can use as opposed to the wonderful hippie mobile. Sure. We have a Silver Fang wandering around here, so his GMC big black SUV with tinted windows has been confiscated. I'm sure he'll get it back in one piece. Maybe.
Remains to be seen.
Find out. The chain of events do you folks want to handle first?
I think dealing with the non-wearable people would be easier.
All right. Well, you have the contact information for that.
Go north here, jump in here. I ain't even got a house.
Okay. Oliver will go ahead and call them then.
Okay, which number are you calling first? You have a name for Charles's character, Caleb Stone, and then you have one for Michael Springfield. Quickly perks his head
up. Shit. Dude who's got spring in his name might go a little easier.
There'll be a couple rings, and then the voice of a 13-year-old boy with a Welsh accent will answer the phone. The accent. I'm sorry, not happening.
Why is he Welsh? Why of all the places?
Don't worry about it.
Hello, who is this?
This is Oliver Zhang. Do you have a moment to speak?
I guess there's something you needed? He just sounds completely confused because unknown number.
Yes. I was told that a few days ago something happened in the park and you were a part of that.
Suddenly there is a heavy sigh. Possibly.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part, Sean.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, if it is possibly, I just wish to ask you a few questions about what happened.
Sure.
Okay, and just so I can make sure. Oh, see, we're asking them to meet us up at the park or something too, so I can just.
Yeah.
Perhaps this meeting would be better face to face if you, and I believe one other, or perhaps there was two, but if you and everyone you know who was a part of that you can get into contact to, we could all head to the park, if you don't mind.
I suppose if let me make it plain. I guess plain. The last time, and I guess this is a brash assumption to make, but you wouldn't happen to be the other party on that line of that incident at the park.
I would be a part of their family, as some would call it, yes. But I assure you that if all goes well, no one will be harmed. That is not something that I want to have happen this evening. I simply wish to talk.
Good, so you're not going to try and abduct us in the middle of the park.
Oh, Lord, no.
All right. It'll take me a while to get there. I'm in Lawrence.
It will take us a little bit as well, so all is good.
All right, and he'll, I guess, send a text to Caleb and say, so apparently they want a neutral meeting with us concerning the events from Go. It sounds amicable, but I'd at least prepare to leg it.
Did you send that as a text message or a phone call?
The text message.
I'll send back saying I'm more or less prepared. I'll send text messages to other people. I don't know how many else will come.
Just keep it soft. No need to instigate unless instigated upon first.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and forward the message to I think it's Zach and Jasper.
So what's in the message specifically?
Basically, whatever Sean sent me,
Okay.
the first one.
Aren't we in the same building?
Yeah.
So what he'll do when he gets this text, he'll just go to your, he'll just be like,
It's a group text, okay?
I'm just saying, I'm gonna go over to you in the damn building, and I'm gonna say, so I got your text. So what's this all about exactly? Did we even go?
I mean, I just got some. I got some special animo that I've been wanting to try out, but I think it's best if we do go.
He kind of has a look on his face of just kind of like unsureness. And he says, why are you expecting, if you're expecting a fight, maybe we shouldn't go.
Yeah, that's true. But I'd rather not burn bridges at the same time. You know what I mean? These people are trying to be amenable and not kill us and asking us to go with them to try and find something that is stalking Gage Park.
Mm-hmm. Well, fair enough then. I guess I'll come along. Should I bring anything?
Anything you want to bring, I guess.
He kind of just breathes out of his nose and says, all right.
Yeah, as you said, this is a situation that I don't know what we're walking into. There could be fighting, or it could just be a whole lot of talking. So, best to be prepared for all possibilities rather than be surprised by the obvious.
Yeah, good idea. All right.
I'd also
meet you outside.
Yeah, I'd also send a text message to this guy. I kind of dirt. But yeah, I would go out with Zach to the car.
He'll bring the rifle into the car in a bag, but he'll just leave it under the seat for now and only use it just in case. He'll also bring his prototype exoskeleton for his hand, his right hand. And then he'll go with you, and he'll have his handgun in his jacket pocket.
Okay.
With the silencer on. He'll bring 3 mags for each.
I'm going to be bringing 5 magazines, Sean. 5 clips.
Okay. I was about to say which magazines, the New York Times. I mean the Time, or gun magazines. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for the sarcasm, Sean. But yeah, we're going to go wherever Michael is. Probably text him, ask him where to meet up.
That park that everyone seems to love.
Campus Park?
No, Gage Park.
Oh. Damn.
I mean, he'll grumble because every time he's gone there, it's been trouble with a capital T.
So yeah, I guess we'll show up at Gage Park. Assuming I don't have to
that
pick you up.
none of them have a vehicle because the only vehicle that Michael has is a moped.
Okay, yeah, I'll go and pick you up then.
Everyone pile onto the little moped.
So he says,
Yeah.
so he says to Caleb, do you want me going with you guys or do you want me hanging back?
There's more than enough room in the car for 3 of us.
No. I mean, when we arrive there, when you meet up with these guys, do you want me to come with you or do you want me to hang back and keep an eye on things?
How capable are you?
Finally.
How capable am I in what specifically?
Any type of situation?
Well, if you're talking about combat with people, nothing at all.
Okay.
Except for the other night. But I can't shoot.
Well, why don't you just come with?
Very well. You'll ensure that the bag underneath the back seat is well hidden. If you want me to make a roll for that, Sean.
And Sean, it is open carry, right?
Yes, in Topeka is open carry. Now, if you go outside of Topeka, I don't know for sure the laws there, but Topeka is open carry.
Okay.
What does open carry mean for those of us who aren't American?
That means you can just
Conceal
carry.
it. You can have it on your person visible.
Yep.
That's kind of scary.
Yes.
I'd
Yes.
rather
it
have
is.
open carry than hidden carry because at least I know what they got on them. But yeah, that's just my personal preference.
Welcome to America.
However, I will get out of the car, open the trunk, grab a rifle, my rifle, and Sean will have everything else on my carried items and possessions tab on me. That's supposed to be on me.
Okay.
Just the quick rundown: the patrol rifle response kit, medical stuff, full of the K-bar, boot knife, 2 9mm pistols, and the body camera. Derp.
Okay. And Michael will just look over and says, I thought I said, like, to keep this reasonable. What? He just kind of looks over the guns and is just like,
Look, I'm not carrying. Look, Caleb, I don't think we should be obvious with this. Maybe just leave it in the car, okay?
All right. Fine.
if we need to, I'm sure we can get back to here
Yeah.
just fine.
All right. Oh. All right. Okay.
So they'll arrive at the park and probably get there 30 minutes before the guru do.
Mhm.
So it's a little bit, and then the guru will show up in their classy-looking SUV, getting onto script somehow. Don't ask how. It's a Silver Fang thing.
Who's Silver Fang? So yeah, I guess at least Oliver will get out of the van and start heading over there. He's just got his hands in his pockets.
James will roll over with him. He's probably been talking everybody's ear off about what a badass he is and shit in the car ride.
Yeah, man.
Terribly, and be awesome.
Oliver probably just slowly nodded his head along with it, just never actually saying anything.
They're probably talking over one another, telling stories.
So I assume that like most of the people here, I don't know if anyone needs to give a description for. I don't think I've seen before in a scene, so I'm kind of curious. I know just about everyone else though.
No.
Just a brief description on your character
Oh, sorry.
for the record.
You cut off right when you said my name. He's a pretty tall looking, like, red-headed dude. Really lanky. Clearly got that kind of as he should have growing up for whatever reason look to him. So he's got kind of a hungry, mean look to him. Wearing a pair of jeans, a white, like, dirty A shirt. It's not laundry day yet. It's still clean. It's fine. And pretty unkempt beard. Keeps his hair cut short.
All right, and then you've got a 13-year-old sandwiched between two adults, I assume, unless there's a different formation.
We're probably making sure Michael's safe.
Yeah, I
sandwiched.
Yeah.
He's very. I can do this myself, and everyone.
I just
like,
look at him.
Yeah, sure thing.
I have my hand on Michael's shoulder.
Just look up at him like.
Yeah.
Get you what?
Shake his head. He'll just like that look of when an adult is being all parently to a child, and the child's like,
No way to get fucked, fuck off. That kind of look.
Yeah, so
Essentially, that look that every kid masters at the age of 12 that stays with them until the age of 17.
yeah.
So
I don't know
Sean,
about you, but I still am mastering that look.
you don't actually say anything?
No, he just looks at him like like that I can handle myself kind of look, and then just turns back to look at the other group, kind of shaking his head. Assume they'll meet in the middle, under that old Georgia pine. Yeah, okay. Someone got my joke. Gotcha.
So since Michael sounded, particularly young over the phone call, he'll just look to the child and just kind of stick his hand out and say, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Springfield. I'm Oliver."
And he'll shake hands. Pleasure to meet you.
Now, from what I was led to assume, one of our members threatened you and a Mr. Caleb Stone?
That would be correct. Apparently, we witnessed an incident that he felt we shouldn't have.
Do you mind explaining that incident a little more?
I arrived actually in the middle of it, so quite frankly, I am not really sure on the specifics. He'll kind of turn and look up towards Caleb as he continues to like rub the back of his head.
Yeah, my hand is still on his shoulder, by the way. At which point I kind of look over at Kim's character, Oliver, and say, yes, I can. There was some force or something that was unseen in Gage Park, and your friend picked up on its scent and ran after it. On the edge, and I'll point, over there, I saw him transform into a wolf and proceed to try and maul and rip off articles of clothing of this person who currently came out of nowhere. From there, I was talking with your friend Matt, and we were talking about what you guys are, the fact that I've encountered you before, and just general things. When your friend the silvery guy, I don't remember his name that well, came back. He turned back into a human and was very curious as to why I knew about werewolves.
Please, we're in the middle of a park. Do not use that word.
My apologies.
Well, I mean, Sean, what's the surrounding like? Are we like in an area of the park where like there's nobody? Is there like
Sitting fairly nearby is a pair of is a student and a professor. And then I see
the park at this late at night, because the other scene was at evening too. It's probably not other than those two. Then probably no one really around. I mean, I know there's some open soccer fields near the west end of the park. I mean, it's wherever.
Real fast. What's but what is the roll to activate a fetish again? It's gnosis and the difficulty.
Yeah, it's a gnosis roll difficulty, the gnosis of the fetish.
Okay, here we go, boys.
Yeah, Truth Your Ring is super silly easy to.
Yep,
One of
I
those
got
low
it.
level ones. Yeah.
Sean. Would I have to roll twice because she's activating the fetish and doing some of the true form, or just once?
Just once.
Okay, it's in the side chat.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah, a spirit-based gift went off, or spirit-based power went off.
Just another quick question, because I know sorcerers and mages are similar, but they're not the same thing. But Scent of the True Form requires 4 successes for mages. Would that still be the same for sorcerers, real fast?
I would say so, if not a bit harder, because their magic's a bit more subtle.
Okay. Okay, so I just got Ring of Truth up.
All right.
He'll look around and see that there's only those 2 people off in the distance who I think he's met before, or he's met Traori. And then he'll nod and say, still, there have been rumors of things that can go unseen roaming about this part. I do not know who might be listening, and I would very well much not have them know.
Very well. That's fair.
I don't believe I got your name. Oliver Zhang. You?
Zach Norton. And I kind of reach a hand to shake.
He takes it. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. So, Caleb, anything else?
I kind of just shrug and say, well, that depends on our friend here.
I'm fine.
He'll arch an eyebrow.
I'm sorry. What was the? I'm sorry. I completely lost where you guys were. I got a work-based message. What was?
I was referencing Oliver.
Oh, okay. I'm confused.
And he'll just kind of arch an eyebrow, and he won't exactly look curious, but you can tell that if that's probably what he's feeling right about now. He just can't get it. He can't express it very well, but he's feeling, he's looking at you with, curiosity, and an eyebrow arched and all that.
Well, your silver friend wanted to take us somewhere and do something to us, see how much we knew, everything like that.
Yes, I have spoken with him about what has happened, and I heard what he wanted to do. Let's say that is not going to be happening.
All right.
Just Just a simple talk.
Well, this went better than I thought it would.
Do you know what it was, that thing he was chasing?
No. I was actually about to ask you if you had any sort of description for it.
It looks human
Neil
to
turned
me.
to Caleb again.
Yeah, it looks human to me whenever I could finally see it again.
Was the sun up that day? Or, of course it was up that day, but during this incident.
Yes, it was.
How fast was it running again?
Well, I'm not,
Cleared half. Oh yeah, you would have been there. I wasn't.
well, I'm not exactly good with telling how fast something is, eyeballing it, but it cleared about half the field from about where we're standing now to the dog park in less than 6 seconds.
I'll nod and look between, he'll look across the field and everything and just sort of nod to himself. Look over at James is what you said your character's name was, Tiger?
Yes. James is just kind of like measuring the distance in his head. He'll just let out a low whistle. Fast the thing was. It's going. Yeah, exactly.
Apparently your silver friend was faster, though, which is kind of astonishing.
Not really. Okay. It was during the day. It didn't turn into anything else. It was just looks like a human running across this field at the speed. Correct.
Yeah, as soon as it became visible, yes. But that's not to say it can't have other forms, especially when it was unperceivable.
Of course, of course. I've actually got a question. So you know what we are. What exactly are you?
I look to Caleb.
I suppose that's fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
The term I guess you'd use is a sorcerer.
He's gonna look back over to James and then to Julia's character. Then back over to Michael, and he'll nod and say, well, okay then. Well, I can sort of see why he wanted to take you.
And why might that be?
For the first time ever, this dude will just, it's a very, very faint smile. And he'll just kind of, give you a very small smile and say, it's stories, I should say, that we've all been told.
Sean, can I roll perception and empathy, please?
Sure.
And let me roll manipulation subterfuge.
3.
I tried to do this to Kim's character. It did not end in fun, happy places.
Wouldn't my, it probably doesn't, but I'm gonna just go off on a really, large limb here. Would well-reasoned for my manipulation spec account?
I don't think so if you're trying to subvert your emotions.
Okay. Well, still 5 successes.
Well, yeah, and Sean, I'll go ahead and do it now before I forget again. I'm going to be doing a perception awareness on the area and group instead of just one person.
I'm not sure how that works with that. I'll be straight up honest.
Okay. How about if I phrase it a different way? I'm just looking to see if anybody is aggressive or anybody's in hiding around us.
Okay.
Seven successes.
Yeah, no one seems aggressive, and to your ability, no one else really around here.
Okay.
Except what's visible.
Are there auras bright? Is my next question. The people that we're talking to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sean, ST question, because if there was a veil breach as big as this, somebody probably would have caught it on camera. So he probably was, just going on Google and stuff. Would there be anything on YouTube or anything like that in the news? Or did the Harpy and Ash clean it all
surprisingly
up?
enough, there's nothing in the news, but there's like 1 or 2 YouTube videos. They've been like, for some reason there's not been a lot of footage, surprisingly enough. It's been kind of back page.
He'll not, or blah blah blah. So he'll say, were there a lot of people at the park that day? I've tried looking it up, and though this was a very public thing that happened, I can't find anything about that.
Couple.
To my knowledge, there's quite a few people. It was, well, what day of the week was it? I can't even remember. Was it
I think was it a Monday?
Yeah, just a couple of dog walkers, but they actually made it to the street.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised they weren't caught on camera.
Did you sorcerers do anything to cover it up?
At which point I'll kind of just
mean,
look at Zach and say, "Did we?"
Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. I didn't even know what happened. You just told me something happened because I was out getting some parts.
I informed some of the others, but I don't know if they did anything. I can only know that I didn't. I don't have anything that can handle that.
I mean, possibly, but I don't know if the God, I can't, out of character, I cannot remember their names now. The 2 mages, technocratic mages, I cannot remember their names.
Not technocratic, hopefully.
But you know what I mean.
I think it's like Andre and Simone or something.
Yeah, I'll say their names. I can't remember them off the top of my face.
Yeah, it's possible they might have done something.
Yeah, it could be that our heads might have done something, but we aren't aware of that. At least the 3 of us.
Are you call yourself sorcerers? Are you not the same as these? Your heads?
No.
Would you
You could say this. We're halfway there.
James starts humming "Living on a Prayer" under his breath.
Living on a prayer. Sorry.
So I guess a fair question returned. Do you know anything with what happened to No Thumb back towards the zoo?
He'll look over to the zoo and then just sort of blink back to Michael and say, no. I had read something about it in the news, but nothing that I deal with. Or, well, nothing I am dealing with, at the moment anyway.
I heard that there was some lions that got out. Is that true? Do you know?
Your guess is as good as mine. It's probably all in the news.
I'll Google it. I'll go right there on my phone and start Googling it. Did any lions escape?
Yeah, 3 of the 5.
Apparently 3 lions did escape, yeah.
Oh,
3 of
well,
5.
is it safe to be out in Gage Park this late at night? Oh,
And that was a while ago. Presumably they have gotten a hold of the lions. I can't think that's the sort of thing that animal control is just going to kind of chill about.
He holds a good point.
I'll keep doing some digging. Did they catch them? Are they working on it?
They're still working on it.
Looks like they're still working on it.
Well, this area is very flat. I'm sure we would all see a lion coming.
I heard they can jump 36 feet.
They can leap. There's a big
No, they can leap 36 feet.
At least they're not. Luckily, they're not tigers.
Too bad no bears got out.
Too bad. He kind of looks at you with a confused look.
I got that pun. Hang your head in shame.
I didn't get it, so.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
No.
So,
I don't know.
So this thing that was running about in the park, do you guys know anything about it? Because I scarcely think that there's anyone that can run that fast.
Well, I do have my
Some sort of.
I do have my suspicions, but I'm not sure about them. At Tap That Topeka, we encountered Jason, Jasper, whatever the fuck his name was. Some rando dude that I'll point to Triori, because I noticed him sitting over there, that he found having nightmares follow him. So they approached him, and it eventually came out that he was a Ronin born under some weird moon combination. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. Thank you.
I don't think you were there for that because you said that when the werewolves were around.
Yeah, I heard it, and you didn't hear the moon sign thing. What was it, born under an eclipse or something wonky like that?
Okay.
Because it was just myself and the werewolves heard that.
Jasper heard it as well. Because Jasper was hanging around, but yeah.
My bad.
It was
My
Jasper and the werewolves, and then I guess him.
In that case, seeing as he's been pointed at, kind of Alexander quirks his head to the side and kind of motions for his student to follow him. As he says, gentlemen, why can I help you?
I kind of looked to Caleb, since he was the one who pointed.
Hold on. Are you playing Triori or are you not playing Triori?
I am. This is Triori's mortal seeming.
Oh, okay.
And this is a guru and sorcerer saint.
I will happily not. It just, what was it, Joey asked me to, so I was just like, okay.
No problem. Just to drop them off. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Just talking about Justin.
Oh. In that case, he will briefly he'll open his pocket watch, because apparently all of my characters have pocket watches. And he will say, I have a few moments before I'm needed to return. So what is it you require to know?
What was he? What did he say after you guys cornered him? You know, the usual rigmarole. You guys said he was, what was that word? And I'll kind of just trail off.
It is a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Zhang. Yes, he will snap his fingers as he remembers the name.
Oh, see, shit. Did he announce himself as Triori like the last time? Because I forgot what he called himself.
He called himself Alexander all the time. Evan had a mental mind block of forgetting that your face seeming is not you, so, you know, I've since been rectifying that.
Pleasure to see you again as well, Mr. Trindle.
To answer the question as posed to me, the individual stated that he was a Ronin, an individual who has given up his tribe, and that he was born under an eclipse moon, that he hated everything about your society, refused to go to the Sept when he was offered the opportunity to go, and I believe that's about it.
Who offered to take him to the Sept?
I, out of character, can't remember the name of Lindsay's shifter. Lita. I believe her name is Miss Lita.
He nods his head.
Now then, if that is all I'm needed for, will you be all right by yourself, Mr. Walsh?
Just as Joey went AFK.
We will assume he says yes. In that case, he will politely bow to the. He will bow his head politely to the group, and he will say, "If any of you should require me for any more polite conversation," he will hand around a business card that basically just says, Alexander Trendle, Professor of History and Celtic Studies, and will make his exit stage left.
He'll do as you bow, just do like a brief little bow.
Likewise. Kind of at that point, then Michael will be scratching his head, seeming to be lost in the whole subject matter, looking over at the werewolves kind of in a confused state, as if looking for, like, is this ringing a bell to anybody? Because it's not for me kind of face.
And I just kind of look at Michael and just kind of give you a shrug. He just kind of definitely has that look of, I have no idea what the fuck is going on either. Face.
Thank you for sharing all that you have tonight, though I ask that you do not speak about it with anyone else.
Fair enough. Is there anything else?
Oh, see, was there anything else we were told to ask about?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Okay, and actually, now that Joey's
No.
back, since he was just kind of dropped off, because Oliver don't know this dude, he'll look over to Joey's character and just kind of say, and you might be?
My name is Austin. I am friends with, and he gestures towards Zach, since he actually knows Zach.
He kind of gives you a two-fingered salute.
And he looks to Oliver and says, and you might be?
Oliver.
He inclines his head. It is good to meet you, Oliver.
And you as well, Austin. I'm assuming you all are what you called yourself earlier?
Yes.
Yes. I'm pretty sure, right? He looks at Austin.
He does, that sort of non-committal hand wave that people do.
Mm.
So this thing he said he was a Ronin, is that a problem? Heavy question mark at the end.
Oh, see, because I've never heard of a frickin' Ronin, because I don't do
I would say
werewolf.
a Ronin is a werewolf who says "fuck the Garo Nation" and goes out on his own.
Or gets
they
cast
are-
out by their tribe.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
they
it.
are a bit of a problem. So, Oliver won't shrug. He's still got his hands in it. Or he'll move his hands back into his pockets after, everyone's hands in it. And he'll just say, he is our problem. Let's put it that way.
All right.
And I apologize that you seem to have been entangled in this mess.
Even if it's one of yours that chased him down, if he's busy causing how should we put it? Making a scene of himself, then, I mean, problem too.
Well, and I'm not on his side at all. And I will say this before I continue. But from everyone's story, he was walking around the park, unable to be seen. And when he was caught, it was not him who initiated this spectacular display. It was another one.
Didn't we, he'll turn to Caleb. Didn't we have an incident sort of like that?
Yeah, we did. There was
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We had a similar one the other, like a couple weeks ago.
when they were setting up Tap That Topeka, we had a similar situation where there was a guy invisible, One Punch Man.
And he punched you right in the face.
Yep. We encountered him over there in the fields, and I'll kind of point to the fields.
OOC, the guy that punched you in the face was not there during Tap That Topeka. It was while they were setting up that night previously, because Ash was there.
I thought I said that. I
You
bet.
said during Tap That.
Okay. I
No,
would
it's just he clarifies then what Caleb said. He says, "No, he means the time when King Breweries was setting up around here a couple weeks ago."
Yeah, that. Anyways, he was stalking around at night, and it looked like he was looking for something, but we lost track of him for a moment. When I found him again, he was in the middle of a group.
And what happened after that, if he was in the middle of this group?
I got spooked, is the easy way of putting it.
We all got spooked, and we immediately kind of reacted. I shot him. I believe he eventually was taken out later afterwards.
So
He found a uncomfortable meeting with the ground.
Yeah.
So you killed him.
I wasn't going to kill him. Who was the one who ended up dealing the final blow?
I can't remember out of character.
Out of character, I can't remember either.
Oh.
It was the dog, but then Ash went in to reclaim some blood points.
Okay, so obviously it's a dog. A dog of another individual that was there.
The dog.
Yeah, his dog.
He who?
Do we know that Ash is a vampire? No, we know. I know that for sure that Ash is a vampire, but I can't let that out. Fuck.
But you know his name, though.
Well, I'll say this: his name was Ash. Just some guy that seems to hang around here with his dog, and he said he was going to take care of the mess.
But the invisible dude was obviously looking for something before we interrupted him.
Yeah.
For someone, I suspect.
You think maybe they're related incidences? I mean, obviously not the same person, but I mean, they had the same powers, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, that's not too much of a stretch. I don't know if they're connected to the same people, but probably.
So far, a total of 2 people who have the ability to render themselves invisible have been found wandering around this park. One at night and one during the day. So one has been dealt with.
As far as I know, yes, the one from a couple weeks ago has been dealt with. I wasn't here for what happened last week, so, or at least at the time when the event occurred, so I can't tell you.
I see. And he'll look between James and I keep forgetting Julia's character's name and just kind of say,
Haley.
Haley? Holly?
Haley.
Haley, okay. So he'll look between James and Haley and just kind of say, are there any other questions that you two have?
No, Adam.
Good here? Everything's moved over?
Yeah.
It's your gang wars or anything?
I think you misunderstand me, ma'am. I only fight in self-defense.
What about you? What about them?
I've actually just thought of another question. This came up when I was speaking to Mr. Trindle and OOC Joey's. What's your guy's last name? Because I remember he told Oliver.
Kinneard. Dr. Kinneard.
Oh yeah. Mr. Trindle and Dr. Kennard. They, along with those two I was speaking to, I was also speaking to the who you call the Silver One question. And do we know if this city is claimed as territory to anyone?
I look to out of character. Did Ash tell us that this place was controlled by the vampires?
Hell no!
Okay.
Yeah, look at them. I didn't realize anyone can claim a city as theirs.
You'd be amazed.
I mean, plenty of people can explain it. Whether it's true or not, it's an entirely different matter.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't even live in this city. We live, at least I live. We live elsewhere.
Okay. Well, this is all certainly something to think about. If there are no other questions, I believe we shall take our leave.
Well, I don't have any other questions. I look to Michael, Austin, and Caleb expectantly.
I'll think kind of deeply on the matter. And hey, Charles, can you do a roll for me?
Sure. How many dice?
6, diff 7.
1 success.
Okay. I don't mean to intrude, but the matter of this person.
You
Would,
could have through that.
Hey, Sean, just an out of character note. Chris just got home. So,
Okay. Would it be too much trouble if we possibly assisted you on the matter? It seems that whenever one of ours comes to this town, that there seems to be trouble, and it's related. I have a feeling there's some sort of connection there that I can't put my finger on.
I do not have the authority to say yes or no if you can assist us with this matter, considering it is one of our own that is doing this. There are others that I will have to speak to first, but as soon as I get that answer from them, I shall allow you to know. Though, I will say if you are simply walking in the park and he attacks you, well, at that point you're simply defending yourself.
That's basically what happened when King's Brewery was around.
King's Brewery?
Yeah. It happened when they were setting up some barbecue here. I think it was for the 4th of July celebrations. I'm not sure.
tap that Topeka.
It seems to have a particular coincidence.
Indeed.
Yeah, I was told not to drink the beer, and a strange coincidence happened. The people there at Tap That Topeka, the longer they were there, the angrier they got, or at least the group seemed to get. Like they had rage boiling under the surface or something.
Chris, if you want to, fudge, were you there at that original scene as your PC? PC?
When they were setting up Tap That Topeka?
No, when the whole incident in the park happened with our friendly Get Fenris running through the park.
NPC. I was there as Justin.
Trying to think of. For some reason, I don't recall that character. I'm trying to think where it belongs.
No,
Oh, okay.
Justin is not the kinfolk. Justin was the person he was chasing after.
Oh. Never mind.
Oh, okay. I thought you were there as another character, not just running that NPC.
I came there as another character after it.
Okay. That was the kinfolk then, right?
Correct.
Okay. For now then, Chris, probably be best to drop in as that NPC who was on their side that was there, because we've been kind of having to piece this together tangentially.
Okay. As Patch.
Yeah.
He wasn't there when it happened at the park, but he damn sure can help people.
Gotta love the Carn Eaters.
Karen.
Everybody pronounces everything in a different way, dude. It's like caramel and caramel.
I know, it's why I didn't say it loudly, because I pronounce it Karen. You might pronounce it Karen.
I've heard it pronounced Karen by like Swedish people.
Yeah.
Also does not say it.
It's just White Wolf. They don't give you a pronunciation guide.
You know what? I'm gonna call it Carnines now.
So where is this happening at?
Gage Park.
Oh, okay. Oh, great.
Oh, wonderful echoes.
Yep.
Yay.
Oh, that's not gonna get you any side eyes or nothing.
Oh, speaking of echoes, by the way, all the werewolves would not be accustomed to this, but they would feel that like static electricity in the air.
Am I the non-weird person here?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, I don't think the Garu got any weird shit going on with him.
I don't got
I'm talking about
shit going on. I'm just a dude with a weird exoskeletal hand thing. That's it.
Because everyone
Right.
sees that while they're walking in a park.
Yeah, you don't.
All right. Well. Neil just kind of looked at the rest of his group after that was said then, I guess.
I just look around and everyone in the area and waiting to see if someone says anything else.
Oliver will pull out a piece of paper and he'll write his number on it and he'll hand it to Michael.
And he'll take it.
If you ever need to contact me, I can't say that I will always be in range of cell signal, but I will get back to you as soon as possible.
I appreciate it.
Zach will do actually something similar. Zach will just pull out a note, like a sticky note, and just say, "Hey, if there's anything that we can help in regards to this, here's mine."
He'll take it and then probably just rip off, like, you know, another portion of that piece of paper and hand it to you with his number on it.
Okay. It has his email and his number.
As for me, I will pull out a card with the Son of Ether and the virtual adept symbols on it and hand it to you.
He'll take that and then do the same thing, handing you the piece of paper with his number on it.
All right. With that, I guess Michael will start heading back towards the car.
Well, it was good discussing this with you. Is there anything else?
I'm surprised that we haven't seen him out today, by the way.
What, another individual?
Justin.
Well, if I might be so frank, you say he's invisible. Why would you see him?
Wait. Then he goes, never mind. Anyway. Are we good? He kind of says to everybody.
Yes, and I do hope any further conversations we have in the future will be equally as peaceful as this one was today. I would hate for any confrontation and conflict to occur between us.
Yes, that would be bad.
Likewise, we can definitely agree on that. We'll definitely do everything on our part to maintain this positive relationship.
Although I kind of was under the impression that we're going to be hunting down Justin. But, all right.
Okay, see, Sean, has Grog's character made it clear that he wants to go hunt for this dude? Because I'm pretty sure he has.
Yeah, but I mean, I made it pretty clear that this wasn't that, and he went on it. So I mean, if you guys are gonna, whatever, that's on you. If you want to go do that now. So
I thought that was going to be like a group. Okay.
But if you guys want to make it a group thing, we can just have this be the whole and wrap it up here, and then put that later, and then me and Chris can think of more scary things to throw at you.
Okay. So, shit, was it Caleb the one who was asking if we were hunting?
Mm-hmm.
I'll look to you and then over between Haley and James and then back and say, it is... We are, for the most part. If he is causing as much trouble as he is, then we need to do something about it. So.
Okay.
I'm not at that. If you do need help, let us know.
And you as well.
He'll kind of give a respectful nod and look to Caleb and I guess start walking off. Unless I missed something. All right. So he'll head back to the car.
Yeah, same here.
All right, I guess it's a good place as ever to, unless anyone wants to do anything else.
No, I don't have anything else. I'll just say it to Caleb and Michael. That was interesting.
All right.
I guess when they get in the SUV and everything, Ash will, or
See, I'm not the only one messing up.
Oliver will look between James and Haley and kind of incline his head and say, my apologies if I dominated the entire conversation.
Nah, we're not really much talkers.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it, honestly.
Well, you two were certainly having a very nice conversation on the way here.
Yeah, but I can talk to you
It
guys.
wasn't a diplomatic conversation.
We're like-minded people. They're not so much.
Yeah, they seem to be halfway there to becoming carn eaters. Cute. Either way, I suppose we should probably head back and inform the elder about this Ronin and what we've learned today.
Since Julia has to bug out here pretty shortly, if you guys just want to file that report as like a downtime or something like that, since we got to close things up.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Well, this has been another episode of the Groove Venue for Northeast Kansas. We'll catch you next time.